Okay, with the system running, you can see and hear it's delivering water to my plants. I have a bit of a hybrid system. 99% of this is the Mr. Landscaping system, Mr. Landscaper, with the tubing and the pots. These little flow heads actually got from a place in China, I think. They probably won't last really for as long as the Mr. Landscape stuff, but you buy them in packs of 50, so I like them because they don't spray. This is one of the Mr. Landscapers, and it actually sprays, which in this application is good because it just needs to hit the roots and keep this tree happy. But for some of these potted plants, I found the spray was just going everywhere, so I use these little guys to supplement the system. Here you can see this is just a pure dribble, and that works fine. I can adjust it. And here, this is same sprinkler system set to a really low flow. So you can see it's just barely dribbling out there, but it's just enough water. And this guy's set a little bit higher, so he's getting that pepper plant. And this one I actually I didn't have a stem for it, so I just adjusted it as best I could, and I'm using these. These are actually from another little Chinese place, and it's supposed to attach to the line, and water's supposed to go down it and kind of follow the pipe down into the ground, but it builds up too much back pressure and blows itself right off the line. So I just use them to hold the pipe down. So as you can see, you can do a pretty good system just by getting a basic kit and modifying a little bit for your garden. Our next project here is going to be the greenhouse, which I'm going to have to do some thinking about how this goes. I use earth boxes, so obviously that's going to be direct feed right down the pipe. They're self-draining. I've also got a few other self-watering plants in here, and then I have buckets. So it's going to be a combination of the bucket watering system that you saw in the outdoor garden and a few direct pipes going right down into the system. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge to figure out what kind of flow rate I need. Everything I have in here is kind of self-draining, so if you overwater it, it'll just drain out the bottom. I just don't want to waste too much water. So this is the indoor greenhouse. Strawberries waiting for the winter to start producing, we hope. I've got a Canadian chestnut tree that's still alive, so that's gonna be a pot waterer or maybe spray. And I'd also like to think about perhaps putting something to spray in the air when the system kicks on. I have to think about that, because obviously it'll have to be a remote activated system. Alright, so we'll see how this goes later. Right now I've got the kit, I've got the outdoor setup, and next we'll be in here.